Hello YouTube. Somebody asked me what was the best prison that I liked in Missouri. And I'm going to have to say this South Central Correctional Center in Licking, Missouri. I mean, it was, you know, the walls had all the violence and stuff, and it had more freedom and less restrictions, but Licking had more restrictions. You know, they had 2 softball fields, and so 2 housing units were out at a time, but only one was allowed to be the gym. And you could talk across the fences to them, you know, and everything, but I worked in regulation. What that meant was I was out every day, pretty much all day. Gravy job. You know, once in a while I'd have to weed eat or do this or do that, but for the most part, I just ran around, you know, worked out, got to see people from other housing units, you know. Sometimes they'd have me pass something to another housing unit, you know. Hey, you know, 6 houses is going to be out this afternoon, can you pass this bag of coffee to them? Yeah, what's in it for me? You know, but it was fun, you know. And I had that job all the way up until I got a release date, and they dropped me to a level 1. I got sent to Algoa, but yeah, it was fun. But everybody, when they come in Missouri, when they come to the penitentiary, they got to do 90 days in food service. And if you don't have a GED or high school diploma, then you have to be in school. So you'd have some people that would have to be doing both school and work, you know, so they never hardly had any yard time. But anyway, you know, that's what I did every day, you know. In the evening times, you know, I had a good salary, and well, I had a few salaries while I was there, but a couple of them in mind was real good ones. And one I've known most of my bit, and he's still there, you know. And he goes back up in I think a year and something. So I'm hoping he gets a date. He'll be like 36 years or something he's been in. And but the thing that sucked, and it's like any prison, is going to the hole. You know, you got to be mentally strong to be in prison to begin with. But going to the hole, especially if you're doing a long stretch, several months, you have to be mentally strong, you know. They come by once in a while and pass out books. Every 3 days they come and take you to a shower. Once a week phone calls. This is after you get off of this seg, though. You know, until you're done doing the time you did that got you down there, like the 10 days or whatever, then you ain't getting nothing, you know, really. And when I was in prison, they still sold tobacco products, you know. So people were always making hole runs. That's what they call it. I'm taking a run to the hole, you know, because they'd go down there with tobacco and they'd sell it. But we never did do that. Yeah, and plus Licking was only like 25 miles from home, so it was real nice, you know. And seen a lot of strange stuff there, you know. Though, you know, they respond, and I hear the violence is picking up again in 6 House, because everybody's classified as alphas, kappas, or sigmas when I was there. So no, a Sigma couldn't sell with a Alpha, but either one of those could sell with a Kappa, you know. But you'd have them mixed up in the wings. You might have a wing with Sigmas in it, and I mean, a cell with Sigmas in it, and then right next to it would be a cell with Alphas. Well, I guess the Sigmas filed a lawsuit or something about being in the same wing with the Alphas. And so now you got housing units, nothing but Alphas. Another housing unit, nothing but Sigmas. And the Alpha house is just rocking, man. It's just, I mean, it was already kind of bad, but it's gotten worse, you know. And 3 houses, donor house, you know. But I was in 5 house for a while, then I was in 3 house for a while. And Licking is where they started the dog program. It's called Puppies for Parole. They got a Facebook page too. But they go to the nearest shelter in Texas County, I believe it's Houston, and they get these dogs, and these prisoners train them, and then people come and get them, you know, adopt them. Well, it was so successful that it's now all over the state, you know, and I think it's a good program because I've seen people that never smiled. You never saw them smile. Looked like they was pissed off at the world. And they get a dog and they're smiling and laughing, and you know, and they may not have talked to you before, but now they're talking to you and saying, hey, you know, look at my dog, this is, and they'll say the name of the dog, you know. So it's cool, you know. I think it's very therapeutic for the people who are involved in that, you know. And by the time I got involved in the dog program, I got my level dropped. I really wasn't expecting it, you know. I mean, I was hoping. You hope for the best, but expect the worst, you know. And so they sent me to Algoa, and you'd think, well, you got sent to a level 1. You're cool now. I hated that place. You know, you had, and it wasn't so much the way the prison was ran. You know, it was the prisoners themselves. These guys doing, you know, 6 months, year, 2 years, running around disrespectful and everything. But what I did like about it is it's in Jeff City, and it's on a hill, so you can look one way, especially at night when they have night yard. You can look one way and see Jeff City, all of the Capitol, you know, all that. But if you look the other way, you look straight down, you'll see Jefferson City Correctional Center. It's that close. And they call it the new walls, but I ain't gonna call it that because it ain't got a wall around it. It's got a fence around it. And but it did replace the walls. And so another thing I liked about Algoa is that from, like, when you went to lunch, you could go to lunch straight to the yard, and the max you couldn't do that. You could also have locks and other things. A funny story was I had a Walkman, a cassette Walkman, and I know some of you guys may have not even seen one, but all you guys that's been in prison for a while probably have, or been around for a while, probably know what I'm talking about. But so I'm walking, you know, and this young guy comes up to me, and I see him coming, so, you know, I take my earbuds out. He goes, "Is that a Walkman?" I said, yeah. He goes, a cassette Walkman. I said, yes. He goes, can I see it? So I showed it to him. He goes, wow, man, I've never seen one of these in my life. And I couldn't believe that. I thought, you know, everybody seen one, or at least seen a picture of one, you know. And he goes, but dude, these things are obsolete. I said, what do you mean? He goes, actually, he said cassettes are obsolete too. But he said, when you get out, you're not going to need a CD player. You're not going to need a cassette player, a Walkman, none of that. And I said, well, why is that? He goes, you can download everything. You can have everything on your phone. And I said, really? So he started telling me all this stuff. You know, my family had kind of told me some of this stuff, but they didn't go in detail like this guy did. I was just blown away. And I mean, he was telling me every little thing that you could do with phones and other devices, and I was amazed. And he enjoyed talking to me because he liked seeing the amazed look on my face. He told me that. And he goes, I'm getting a kick out of your reactions. Anyway, so that's my story for today. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you for those who have subscribed. Share this, comment, like. You know, for new people, I hope you subscribe. I'll see you next time.